Hi y'all, Jeff here with Jeff's Cars and Garage, and welcome back. So as you can see, the hood is up. Excuse me. Yui is here and doing some troubleshooting on this stinking 300 SL. Now, as you can see, we've got a few things torn apart. He's been challenging, he's really been challenged. So just to give you an update of where we're at, we've learned as the EHA that I spent $279 all in on that part isn't the part, because we've tested the part. He's used his power probe, tested it, it functions. Tested the old one, it functions. We've gotten out the fuel pressure test gauge, and previous videos I explained that we've got, this was in, this is the input of the fuel, this is coming from the tank. We have in excess of 140 pounds of pressure coming into the fuel distributor. We have I think he said we had 90 pounds of pressure at the test point, and I don't remember which one he was at. This one, I believe. So, and I don't know if he tested this side and what we have coming out to the fuel pressure regulator, but we have fuel coming in. We also have fuel we tested here. And it was at, I believe it was at 70 pounds he tested to the cold start injector. Didn't write that down, but we have fuel. Now, what we're now testing is, and this is part of the reason I started this video at this point, the connection that goes to the EHA. We tested it, it works. Now we're going to test the connection coming, that electronically controls the EHA. Remember, I felt at the very, very beginning that this is an electrical issue. And I want to recap everybody. I had taken this car to get the tires balanced. I took it to our local, gas station, and they obviously, and I don't know which device, they've got two different types of devices. They have a 2-port lift, and they have a hydraulic lift that you drive on. It's got the big cylinder in the middle, and it raises up, and then they can raise the car up on that, one side at a time. So, did they bump something? That's a question. Yui and I talked about possibly the neutral safety switch. But the question is will the neutral safety switch, if it comes undone, unplugged, will it cause the car to stop? I mean, will it cause it to quit running midstream? Don't know. So the other thought is the electronic control unit. Basically, it's an ECU, and it's right here. You've got I think this is the crankshaft position sensor, and one of them is the camshaft position sensor, and you've got vacuum. It's actually vacuum controlled. There's a couple other harnesses that, this one goes into the main harness, and I don't know where this one goes. It goes down as well. I've had this apart, or I've had this off of the car, in the past. And if you want to refer back, it's a video about a year ago. In taking this off the car and putting the new heat sink, or putting the heat sink material underneath it. And it's still clean because I don't drive the car, so all this area I cleaned it all up. So is this the failure point? We don't know, and we don't know how to test it. this is also another expensive part. And so what what Yui's trying to do is test, because first of all, if we don't have any juice to this, then that's not going to open the the EHA to allow fuel to get in and distribute it, because up here there is no fuel. He has no fuel coming out of here. And remember, on the last video, I opened up, it was cylinder number 2 and cylinder number 5. Cylinder number 2, I had a little dribble. Cylinder number 5, I didn't have anything. So that's the next testing part, is to test. We'll see if we have any voltage coming out of the connection that goes to the EHA. So as soon as he gets back here in a second, that's the next thing he's going to test. I've got to get in and hit the key to see if we have voltage. If we don't have any voltage, then it's whatever controls that. Now, did the wire get chewed in the harness? Who's to say? Remember, there have been mice in this car at some point in time. Most of it was up in that corner, and that was, this has been a few years. I've had this car about, 3 years, I believe. And, I've had challenges with it along the way. But now, I'm driving it and it just stops. And so that's the way it shouldn't be. So he hooked the EHA back up to the fuel distributor so that fuel, when I hit it, the fuel will go through it, but it's at least going to go in and then come back out and go back down to the tank, because it's not going to be able to go anywhere. So I'm going to pause the video here for just a second until he gets back out here. Thanks. All right, and we're back. Sorry for the delay there. And now we've got Yui's back out here, and we're going to go ahead and test the wires coming off the harness to the EHA. So let me know when you're ready for me to hit the old ignition.
Alrighty.
So you know which one's, well, it doesn't matter which one's hot, because you got a power probe hooked up.
And I'm ready.
You are ready. Here it comes. Key to on.
Oh.
No voltages?
No.
All right. There's our problem. We've got I guess we need to get on some of the forums. We have no voltage coming from the harness that goes to the EHA. So that tells me, is it controlled by this? Is it in the harness? Did it get chewed up? So that's something I'm going to let the camera continue to go. And I'm going to put the microphone, because I'm actually working on another project. And there's a microphone on. Yeah, microphone's on.
There you go.
You want to pop the harness loose and see if you can find... I don't know where that...
Yeah, that's going to be the tricky part.
I think it's this harness right here that goes into there. Is there? I wonder if there's any shorts or pulling that cap off.
It looks like this hasn't been open in a while.
Oh, could have gotten some mice in there. I'm going to move the camera to over here, and I'm going to lower it down just to maybe lower it or tilt it down. Nobody can see that, so let's go around here. All right. So yeah, I'm curious.
And it goes back in here.
Well, then that probably, well, but it's got to start from here. So,
Yeah.
oh, it goes that.
Goes to this one right here. It's taped onto the bottom. Yep, I feel it. Twist in there, it goes in here.
So is there a fuse or?
And then comes, I think it comes around this way. Yeah. So it comes in and then out. What the hell?
Okay.
Go get a Phillips.
So I'm guessing you're done with the fuel pressure gauge.
Yes.
Oh, and here's all the missing
Wrenches.
Yeah, I'm going to set them right here. And just so you know, the microphone is right there by your nose.
Alrighty.
We have all of the, we're missing a piece, I think. Oh, it's on here. Is there anything that goes in there? No?
No. They're
Okay.
all in there.
Everything is there. All right. So we're done with that. Now finding where voltage is. I seriously doubt it's a harness, but could we be in the? Could it be something that goes to the? Because there's the fuse block. So I'm going to guess that, yep, there's the harness that goes into the fuse block. I want to go ahead and take the...
See more attachments here, so let's see where this starts.
That would be the cabin air filter cover too. Because this is the days of the cabin air filter.
So this, there we go, I can see you now.
So if I wiggle, is that what it is?
No.
Oh.
She's going straight in, under where the air filter's at. Okay. I'm just not removing this.
Is this the outside temperature gauge?
There's a bunch of wires in here. I don't see no harness. What in the world? Facing this side. Yeah, they got to be going in here.
Well, camera is running. I'm going to go finish with what I was doing, and this is interesting.
And I can always send a signal through that electrical line too.
True, and you could probe
with
it.
the probe.
Oh yeah, they're on in that. That's right. Inside there is where the overload protection relay is, as well as all the rest of the controls. That's right. It doesn't go that way. It goes that way.
And who knows? It might be a bad relay.
Well, it won't be the overload because I already did a video on that one and put a brand new one
I
in.
did see that one. Got to make sure to get them videos watched
Yeah,
completely.
yeah, watch my videos completely because he has to watch to see what I've done.
To keep up on the process here.
Yeah, exactly.
Bingo.
There's you see, and this is where the mice were at one time. You can smell it. That's the overload protection relay I've replaced. This is your I think this is your mass airflow adjustment. Not
Yeah.
sure.
But you can.
There's the mono valve for the heating and air. tackled them before.
Obviously, here's our ECU.
What's this? Another?
Unless, wait a minute. Where's our two? Interesting. Man, I do like Mercedes though, for this specific reason. Everything is pretty much stamped. Like parts.
Like parts. Yeah, part numbers.
numbers.
Yes.
Even the wiring harness has a part number.
God forbid we don't need one of them.
Yup. So I'm pretty sure that's replaceable, but
the thing
I need to
is,
see where it goes to, so I can actually test it.
now, like we did in the telephone world, can you put tone on that and find it in the harness?
Yes.
Okay, so that's what your fancy dancy power probe can do.
Yep, I can detect my positive and negatives, send power. It gotta be one of those ones.
I hope to God it's not an ECU.
No,
Wow.
I think in some of the forms I read, there's a couple of other symptoms that tell you when it's actually an ECU issue.
So I wonder if this sends it back to the ignition control unit. Because do we have to have ignition? Does ignition have to happen in order for, well, yeah, ignition has to happen in order to have electricity to go to the EHA.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because it has a communication line on it, which is pin 2.
Okay.
All right, this is going to be fun.
Well, I'm going to pause the camera because it's going to be hours of
Yeah,
chasing.
electrical is always the...
So, folks, there you go. I mean, it's one of the things that I had talked about was, I thought it was electrical, and quite frankly, I'm guessing it probably is, but where? That's the $1 million question. And how do we troubleshoot that? How do we find it? He's going to use his power probe through the harness and see if he can find it. Could it be something that a mouse had chewed on years ago and just some vibrations of driving caused the problem? We don't know. Could it be the ignition control unit not sending power? This is going to be a challenge for you. So I'm going to let you do your thing. I'm going to go continue to build in my door number 1. And we may pick this video back up after a while. Whee! Yay! And welcome back. And we're still working on this cantankerous 300 SL, and let me get the camera around here to show you what is going on. So old Yui, Jose, whatever we call him, is over there working on, we found the problem, or he found the problem. I ain't no we on this one, because he did some testing, and imagine that the one wire, well, and a ground, you said there was a ground chewed up as well.
Yep.
That controls the EHA down in there had gotten chewed through. And so he's splicing stuff through, putting some heat shrink. And did you find some others that had just a little insulation off of it, and you're kind of protecting that as well? Is that what
Yep.
you're doing? Okay. So we're also going to, when he gets ready to put everything back in, you know, attach all the pieces that he had to take out of there. I'm going to use a trick. I think my wife has some essential oils in peppermint, and we're going to put some peppermint on some cotton balls and stick down in there, because that's actually a mice deterrent. And then he's putting it all together, and hopefully we'll get the car to start. So I'm going to let the video go on him as he's putting things back together, and then it'll probably be sped up over time. This is probably going to be a long multi-part video, but I'm going to go actually in. I'm going to leave the mic connected right here to the car, so that it stays connected Bluetooth to the camera. And then while he's doing that, I'm going to go check with the wife and see if she's got any cotton balls. I'm sure she does have cotton balls. And then some peppermint, and we'll start putting that in there. And I'm actually going to put some in the trunk too, because we did have a year ago there was a mouse that had got in the trunk and made a nest. Meanwhile, I want to check the battery charger there too.
I don't think it's plugged in.
Messing with wires, so you disconnected the battery.
Yep.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go in the house and see if I can find some peppermint.
Alrighty.
And you know, and that might make the cabin smell better too, because it draws air over there. So I'll be back. The camera's there. Yui is still running, and you know what you're doing, because whatever you took apart, you got to put it all back together.
Oh yeah.
That is interesting how.
Okay, that's in.
Wow.
Amount.
And folks, this is not the biodegradable wiring harness. That came 2 years later. So, but I'm assuming, do we need to go get some wire loom and re-loom some of this stuff too, or?
What's that?
Do I need to go get some wire loom, or are you just gonna wrap it and tape it and make it all nice and tight?
Yeah, I'm gonna just wrap it and make it tight.
So I don't need to go buy any wire loom?
No.
Okay. None of this stuff?
Oh, it'll sit in there.
Okay. All right. Gosh, how many harnesses? How many things go through there?
Quite a few. Now this guy sits there. These
Okay.
just sit on top.
All right, I'll be right back. I'm going to see if he's got some pepper.
Alrighty.
Oh, there it is. Losing my tip.
And no pepper.
Really? Oh, that is so annoying. You mind cranking that for me, Jeff? It's not reading anything. Okay.
Crack the injector.
Oh, no fuel. Still don't see no fuel.
Well, let me crank it and see if
Oh,
let me know when you're ready.
ready? All right. So now we are getting dribble.
So I need some pressure. So do we need to bleed them on? We shouldn't have to bleed them. You're getting dribble on number 2. Is that number 2?
Yep.
Okay. I had dribble before on number 2. Close up number 2, open number 5.
Okay. So it's also dribbling.
Okay.
So I guess we're getting somewhere now.
Now we're getting, and now we're back to the original hard start.
Oh man.
Crank and see if they just. Now we have fuel pressure. Are we back to the hard start?
crank it right now? I don't understand it.
I'm smelling fuel now.
Yeah, smell it too. Man, what the fuck? I don't get it.
I don't get it either.
Try cranking that again. Man, what the hell? This is very irritating. So, getting the fuel up. You can hear the air coming in. But why is it not going through the damn injectors? That guy's already pushing. Unless this guy rebuilt this guy, or did he say it was new?
He didn't say, he didn't know, or he didn't say.
Because everything else is checked out now.
Crack open number 5 or 6. Let's see if it's Let's see if there's any pressure on it. No pressure.
No. Okay, so we have power now. We're getting fuel up here with no issue.
Well, are we getting it? Is it coming out of here yet? Nope. We're not getting any fuel.
What else is attached to this system?
Okay. Let's crack the return. We should have pressure here.
Should.
Should.
Just crack her open.
Should have fuel.
Yep. Yep. She's sleeping pretty good. So our issue is our top end, but no adjustment for this guy.
Well, yeah, we're not getting. Well, again, we're not getting fuel. This one's cold, so this one's cold. This one's not as cold.
These first two.
So we've got fuel coming. Crack that one again. That's not making any sense.
Yeah, that's what's confusing me right now. No pressure, yeah, she has a little bit of fuel. Dribbling. Just like the fifth one. I wonder if they did do a rebuild on this. And they maybe don't have the seal seated right. Who knows?
Makes no sense because why would it just quit? And you have fuel at the cold start.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that one really doesn't give you much room.
Oh shit, yeah, we got plenty. We have fuel at the cold start, but we're not sending it.
Yeah, because if I take these 3 screws off, everything will start popping out.
Yes, springs and all.
Or
Do we have fuel?
how?
Here. Let's see, that's this one. This is the return.
Heard a little pressure in there.
Oh God, yes.
So our problem is still up here. Well, I really want to know how this thing operates. There's just not good forms out there for it.
Yeah, where is your phone? Oh, in your right back. It's in your right back pocket.
Let's see.
SEL.
SL. And it's an M104. This is an M104 engine.
It does have a plunger.
It has 6 of them, right? Or 7 of them. Well, folks,
Oh my
we're
God.
gonna kind of stop this video here. Obviously, this thing is just eating our lunch and then some.
This guy works already now, so we know this guy's good.
Okay, so we know the harness is good. We're not getting anything through the top half of the fuel distributor. Let me put the camera back down.
We did a fuel pressure test, which they passed.
So passed the fuel pressure test.
Electrical test passed, fixed.
Yeah,
Ground and power respliced.
but we're not. Oh, and we're getting a little dribble of fuel on number 2, and you can feel it's cold. We're getting fuel coming on the backside of I guess it's the lower return. I don't know what this fuel line does that goes back here to the fuel pressure regulator. But we're getting fuel outside the regulator. We're getting fuel. We have 100 and some pounds of pressure, 140 pounds of pressure coming in. We're getting what, 80 out?
90.
90 out?
6 bars.
6 bars. Okay. So what else could it be, folks? You tell us. Help us out here.
Really I'm starting to believe that it has to be the distributor at this point.
Well, but we're not getting enough fuel at the cylinders. I mean, dribble's not going to get it done.
No.
Remember on originally we'd crack one of these fuel injectors open and it'd release pressure, and that was both on this one and the other car.
So it has to be something internal on this guy right here. It has to be.
Fuel distributors just don't fail.
It's a plunger or diaphragm. Yeah, that explains the dribble. But at the same time, is there a good way of testing it?
No. All right, I'm going to end this video right here, folks. Comments, help us out. We're at a loss. Have a great day. Thanks for watching, and catch you on the next one.